my vision again. Story time. I call her, come up, the doors open fine. My boots is outside. I boosted this night, but like, hey, I'm here now. Make use of this night. I'm tiptoeing up the stairs now. Like, ooh, this shit nice. She got me on a plush chair now. I let her hair down. And I got tripped out cause I heard tss in the background. But I didn't care, I came impaired. And that was that, I made it hair. I'll make it back, I'll do a buck. I did enough, coast clear. But stay on the phone with me till I get there. Quick prayer, before I shift gears. Forgive a nigga, I got the head. It's on my hands, can't breathe in. What's up, head of my Medusa. Eyes off. Word is, they heard from homie ever since. Early morning triple call about it end. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Can't see shit, my windshield wiper shit. I'm pulling over, motor, mayday. Who pulled up on me dim lit? Or is it just my vision again? I don't trust my intuition. Last time it fucked me over. I improvised a little bit, fake piss around the whip, back turn trying to hide my dick. Her heels still click closer. Whoa, there it goes. Stone statues, snake tattoos, it's at you. Red stockings, gum popping, I'm horny. She's fucking disgusting, come on me. I love it, she love me, word. She asked me what I deserve. I told her I prefer, we at least speak first. Set up boundaries, rehearse, we heard what's on the news. I'm already black, singing black boy blues. I don't need that, but then she laid my seat back. Woosah, head of Medusa. Eyes off, yeah. Ooh, this shit nice. Word is, they heard from homie ever since. Early morning triple call about it.
Yeah, we got another one out. Come everywhere.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Just to start things off, you released a brand new album. Fire on the Mountain. How does that release feel? Like versus, I guess you could say, releasing music in single format.
Man, it feels amazing. I mean, so I started off just rapping, bars, right? And so, I kind of, I don't know, something moved my spirit to do something else. And so when I'm releasing singles, I'm pretty much just testing that out, just feeling out and just, the people who are following me, with the support that I already have, I'm just showing them, I can do this new thing, and I'm showing myself as well. But to release this new record, in the totality of it, it's like 7 songs of me, you know what I mean? My thoughts. At first, I was showing people, hey, I can make good songs, Now it's like, this is my heart, this is my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And it felt really good. Like I've been saying, like this is the first page of me, you know what I mean? That I'm giving myself. So it feels amazing.
Did you tell yourself you were going to make an album as you was growing up in the music industry?
Oh, for sure. I've always seen myself as an album artist. I know these days it's very single focused.
Yeah.
But it's something about telling a story through an album that has always that's always had a hold of me, I love the idea of a concept album, of just figuring out where your favorite artist is right now, in this moment in their life. And that's something that I don't think a single can do.
On your album, what single stands out most to you and why on your album?
My favorite would have to be Mayday. And that just, it encompasses the whole record to me. Just where I was mentally, just like, okay, I'm going through these things, good and bad, but it's like, I have to be aware and realign myself, and that's why I stay in the refrain, breathe in and find my way back. That's the thing I have to do a lot, especially as much as I messed up, I gotta find my way back to my center. I have to find my way back to my light. I have to find my way back to my happiness. I have to find my way back to, the person I'm trying to become.
Now, could you give me some background on the production of the album?
My producer, Emo, he's going to produce this whole album. And so each track actually started pretty differently. You know, they usually start with melody though, like with some type of synth or piano or something. That's usually how it starts. And then when he would get that going, I would start coming up with like the melodies in my head. And then by the time he lays the drums, that's when everything comes full circle, you know. But it usually starts with the synth.
How was it for you growing up listening to music? Was hip hop one of the things that you listened to?
Hip hop is definitely one of the things that like captivated me. My parents, being from Nigeria, and especially my mom's brother, my uncle Eli, he had reggae playing in the house constantly. You know, anywhere he's at, reggae music is playing. So that's what I started off listening to. And then as I got older and got into like middle school is really when I found hip hop and fell in love with hip hop. It's a feeling, like it's something I don't even think about. Like when my mom heard Mayday, she was like, "That's a Nobong beat," and Nobong is the village where she's from. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then she was like, "Yeah, the way the beat drives is like from the village, you know." And I didn't know. Bimo also is from Nigeria. He didn't know. You know, we're just making music, but somehow like it found its way. It's like growing up Nigerian out here in America, we have a lot of like African functions, like Nigerian functions. Everyone will get together and we'll like raise money for back home, and we'll do all these things for Nigeria. And music is so much so part of everything, and I'm not even noticing it. You know, I'm just little, I'm dancing. You know, I'm feeling it within myself, and it's just beautiful that it manifested in that way. To where my mom's like, "Yo, like Mayday is a beat from the village." You know, like the way you're not only the beat, but the way you're on the song is as if you're from the village. So yeah, just growing up being in those functions. You know, my household, we didn't really have, I mean, we had music playing, but it was really my Uncle Eli who had the music really, you know what I mean? So just growing up in those functions, you know, just music everywhere, and then going to my Uncle Eli's house and having reggae just blaring, you know, at all times. It really just like sunk its way into me without me even knowing, really.
How do you think it's going to evolve from there to the next decade? How do you think that's going to happen musically?
I really think music is going to go to a place of like I always harken it to like Woodstock. Like I think of all the artists that were at Woodstock, and like no artist sounds like the other artist at all. Like everyone has their own lane, and I mean, you could try to, you know, classify it and put in a genre if you want, but essentially, Janis Joplin is Janis Joplin. You know what I mean? And Jimi Hendrix is Jimi Hendrix, and I think that's what it's. At least that's what I hope. That's what it's going back to where like Harry Edohouwka, you can try to classify it, but it's just Harry Edohouwka, and the next person is just going to be them. So I think it's going to be very, very much so, because you know right now there's a lot of music that sounds like each other, and I think we're going to get away from that, and that's the hope.
So there was a write-up about you in the Forbes magazine. Could you tell me more about that?
When I saw that article, I was like, whoa. Because I watched the show. So the show was so the article itself was going like talking back and forth between my album and the show The Watchmen. And I watched The Watchmen for sure. I love that show. And so essentially I was super surprised by the article, and it was obviously a blessing to have that type of recognition. But it was actually bringing out points that I didn't even think about as I was making the record. You know, when it comes to myself being in quotation marks, a superhero, you know, and I have to be that superhero for myself. And so I'm going through this process of making this record, trying to figure out who I am and why I am and why I do the things I do, be that wrong or right. And so just to have that, and essentially that's what I am to myself, you know, like I have to be the hero for myself. I have to bring myself out of these low places. I have to, you know, I have to overcome the obstacles that are before me. And sometimes I'm the one who put the obstacles before me, you know?
Yeah.
So that was really cool the way Chris Lambert, that was the writer, that was really cool the way he made those comparisons and actually showed me a side that I didn't even like pay attention to, you know? I wasn't even like thinking of when I was making this record.
What are some goals for the release of the album of yours?
The goals now, I mean, it's out now. It's amazing. Getting great reception. The goals now is to get on the road. I want to tour this baby, like, you know.
Yeah.
I want to get out and just get on the road. Just go to places I've never been and perform the album. Like the album itself is a world, but performing it is a completely different, you know, feeling. And so I feel like the more people are exposed to that, the better off.
If you could say anything to listeners, new fans, current fans, what would you tell them as far as about the album?
The album is about, what I say is I'm you, you know. I'm essentially just like you, and we may have different trials, and we may have different things to overcome. But at the end of the day, like, you know, I'm you, and this album is all about overcoming, right? It essentially started off as me figuring out that, hey, I did a lot of work when it comes to trying to figure myself out, you know, trying to be better as a human being. I did a lot of work only to find out that, I have a lot of work left to do. And that in itself was discouraging, and it hurt, you know.
Yeah.
It showed me that okay, this is a never ending thing. But I came to terms with that, and I found out that that's actually a beautiful thing, you know.
Right.
That this forever process of self-refinement is beautiful. So what I would tell the fans is that whatever you're going through, it's okay, you know, and you're okay, and we're okay.
The artwork, how do you come about the artwork? I like the artwork for the album.
The artwork, I actually met off of Instagram, this guy, Pico. I stayed up for hours just going through Instagram, just like, you know, trying to find artists for this artwork. And I stumbled upon this guy, and I really liked it, and I wanted to purchase one of the pieces he's already made. And he's like, yeah, man, that's already sold. And he's like, but if you send me the album, if I like it, we'll do a fresh piece. And so, yeah, that's how that came about Instagram, man. His name's Pico, out of South Africa. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Edohouwka. That's EDOHOUKWA00. Twitter is just Edohouwka, at Edohouwka. Facebook at Edohouwka. Yeah, man, I appreciate you for having me. My name is Harry Edohouwka. The album's Fire on the Mountain, and we're gonna get into No Rule.
every song. You all keep saying calm, yeah, how? You know there's something off, it stings, it's foul. But I'm not going down, won't give the ref a girl. They wanna take me out, but I'm not going down, won't give the ref a girl. Not for these fucking clowns. Okay, I armored all, now my grace abounds, so I won't loud. I bring that monster around, used to get tossed about. I'm 2 feet on the ground now. Fuck you talk about, the king just touched down. I can't stick around, too long on the ground. Niggas will take you out. It's a battleground, not for these fucking I'm bruised up and bleeding. I see so many dead. I'm searching for my men, moving bodies out the way. Hope I don't see them.
I got hit a couple times, but I'm good. The prophecy remains. Remains.
War is hell, but I must make it out. I must make it. Time don't take your time.